Hey you guys, in this evening's video I'm going to be tapping and scratching on a bunch of different items that I purchased between two kind of art/office supply stores. And just chatting with you guys, so I hope you enjoy. The first item is obviously a little stapler. We're just going to do the packaging of all the products of all the items, because these are actually going to be for another video which I asked you guys to vote on in the community tab. I asked you guys to vote on what you wanted for the next trigger trail video, and I gave 4 options, and the winner that got the most votes was office and stationery supplies. So this box sounds so good. So I've started to get some items for that video because I want it to be a really long trigger trail. And I don't really have many office supplies, so it's good. Now I'll have a stapler too. It's 2 birds, 1 stone. So yeah, all the things in this video will be used in the trigger trail. So I'll obviously have the actual stapler in the video, but I just wanted to show you everything. And the video I put out the other night was also stuff that's going to be in that video, but it was a no talking video, so I didn't get to tell you that. If I can, I'm going to try to do a no-talking version of this as well. So it's blue in the picture, but I opened up all the packages in the store to see the colour, because they were all different, and as far as I can tell, the packaging never says the colour, so you actually have to like open it to see what you're getting. I'm double checking that right now, but yeah, there's no place. Oh, maybe this is their intention. I just noticed they have a little hole here, and I guess if you peek in you can see the colour, so I missed the boat on that. Oh well. I guess that might be the way they were hoping you could discover the colour. I chose black. That also sounds so good. I love this. And also, I should probably explain, if you don't know what a trigger trail is, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to create a trail of items that I do ASMR through, like on all the different items, and you kind of move in a line. Sometimes one item affects the next item. I try to design it in a really fun way. My recent video that I did that had a theme to it that was a trigger trail was a candy trigger trail, and that was so fun. That was so fun to put together. I went all out for that one, and it was really fun. So I want to go all out for this one too. It says desktop plastic stapler, easy load mechanism, rotatable anvil for stapling and pinning, reload indicator. This was really cheap, so I'm not sure that that means a lot, but I think it was like 100 Egyptian pounds, which is like $2. Kind of equivalent to a Dollar Tree stapler. Okay, the next item is this cute little badge of dessert stickers. Whenever I think of stationery, I always think of fun batches of stickers. So I actually got 4 different packages of stickers, and in the video I'll take the plastic off and you'll get to hear the sounds of all the stickers, and maybe I'll like stick them on things, I'm not sure yet. But there's ice cream, cupcakes, little cookies. Is that it? That's a really cool popsicle. All sorts of like pastries and stuff. Is that? Yeah, that is. I think that's a bikini cupcake, which is not a thing as far as I'm aware of, but that's certainly what it looks like. Okay. There's another popsicle, pancakes, donut. So I want to take one out of the package so you can hear what it will sound like. Okay, so it's got a transparent back to it. So that's like the sound that you'll hear in the trigger trail. I love videos with stickers. I've done a handful. And there's a little pink pretzel. This even looks like the bottom of a bathing suit. Like it looks like a bikini, and that looks like the bottom. From me looking in a mirror that's looking in the monitor, that's what that looks like. That looks like mint chip ice cream. My favourite ice cream. Although the chips are silver. So that's what it will sound like out of the package. And then let me just show you the 3 other packages. This one is like an underwater theme. Lots of fish, underwater life, little blowfish, octopus, coral, sea turtle. Starfish, not a starfish, seahorse. Little crab, another turtle. Okay, and then the next one is cute little fruits with faces. Fruit emojis essentially. Some watermelon, strawberry, bananas, pear, another watermelon, a yellow watermelon, or just a melon. I guess that might just be a melon. Is that kiwi? Yeah. Cherries, orange, green apple. This one's interesting because it's green on the outside like a lime, but then it's orange here. Little apple and some grapes. That one's so cute. That one is so cute. I want to hug that one. And look, look. They're flirting with each other, I think. She's winking at him. He's very shy, but he's very happy. Okay, and then the last one is this one. So this is dinosaurs. When I get stuff for videos, I try to get things that I can, use for a video and still give to someone else, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm not gonna use these, I love stickers for videos, but there's kids in my life that would go crazy for this, so I will still use these items for other people after the trigger trail, or after I make videos with them. I'll pass them on to little nuggets who can play with them. I have one little nugget that I think is going to really like this one. It's so funny. I talk about my nuggets, I mean just some little ones in my life, kids that are not my children, but I think of them like my children, and I love them like my children. There's quite a few of them. But there are 3 in particular that are in the same family. Grabbing the next thing. This is a tape dispenser. I haven't had a tape dispenser since I lived in Egypt, so I thought this is great. Now I have a tape dispenser too. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I was thinking about him because of those dinosaurs. It's just so funny because there's 3 of them in one family. There's a bunch of families that have nuggets, and I consider them my babies. But these 3 in particular, it's just really funny because the oldest is like a genius, like brilliant, like he just could read when he was not even 4 years old, books that were for like 12-year-olds, like that is an example. And he just loves to learn. He's not even like trying, he loves it, he just loves it. And it's so funny because the 3rd one in that family is the complete opposite. Literally, he just started TK, like a preschool, I guess. And he only just turned 4 recently, and mind you, at the same age, actually much earlier. Literally the other one, the oldest, he was almost 4 when he was reading at a 12-year-old level. Just like big books you put in his hand, he just started reading it in his cute baby voice. It was like the cutest thing ever. Saying like big words too. And I thought to myself, the first time he started doing that, I mean, we watched him progress through, getting to that point. But there was just this one point where it was just like blossomed, and he was just like reading these big words. Have you read that before? Do you know what that word means? No? So yeah, the 3rd one is just like chilling hard, not even interested in the alphabet. The alphabet. Not reading. Base level, just knowing the alphabet. Couldn't care less. And it's just so cute to see the differences, in just different personalities. Okay, I'm gonna grab this folder. So this is like a little folder file. It says management file, but it's got some nice scratching sounds. So the other day, the littlest one had started school for the first time, because school started recently. Back to school time is his first time going to school. And I talk to them all the time on the phone, on FaceTime. And so I was like, before he started school, he was a little hesitant but also excited because he has two older siblings that are in school and he wants to do, you know, what they do. And so, but he's much more shy and reserved, and like it takes a long time to warm up to people. And so when he was leading up to school, it was kind of funny because he knew he still didn't know the alphabet. He still couldn't even just like sing the alphabet with us. And I've watched a lot of kids in my life, and by 4 years old they're all singing the alphabet. So he just like he couldn't care less. And it didn't matter. All kids learn at different paces. They have different interests. He's like probably better at some things that his older brother is bad at, you know. But it's hysterical. I was talking to him on the phone. I think it was his third day going to school, and the first 2 days he had cried when he had to go into the class, you know. So I was trying to pump him up for his third day, and I was like, wow, you're so brave. I can't believe you're going to school. You just turned 4. You're so brave. You're so good at school. You know, it's like I was really pumping him up, and he was like, yeah, you know, like it gave him a lot of excitement and confidence. It's just adorable. And so, when I got on the phone with him after school that day, I called like right after they got out of school. And the little one got on the phone, it kind of passes around between people. And when it got to him, he was so excited, he could barely get his words out. He was stuttering, and he doesn't stutter. He was like, and then, like that. And the best thing he said was, he's like, and it took him like 5 minutes to get this sentence out, which was so cute because he was just so excited. And the sentence was this, I'm gonna, you know, shorten it. So he basically, in like the most innocent, unknowing way, was like, the teacher was giving stickers to all the kids for saying the alphabet today. And I got a sticker too, because the teacher said, even if you know some letters, you can still have a sticker. So he still got a sticker, and he was so excited that, you know, he got a sticker. He didn't know the alphabet at all. But he doesn't realise that's what's adorable. He's so proud of himself. And he should be. He's adorable. And he's really good at, he's more like physical. When he hits a baseball, it's like a lot of strength. So it's just not his thing. But it was just adorable to see how excited he was that he got a sticker when he only knew a few letters. I would never tell them that, don't worry. That we wouldn't compare them or anything. But it's really cute. I celebrate each of them for their personality and what they love. So yeah, this is kind of there's like a bit of a different texture here. And then this one. And then the plastic. So I'll try and figure out how to use this in the trigger trail. It's got a little pocket here too. Oh, and look, it's got this little bag. Man, I just feel stressed even looking at this because it's actually really, I don't know, I feel like I always have problems with it. I don't know, like one paper would like break and like it wouldn't stay because it was broken, so you have to like make the hole in another spot and I don't know. These are annoying to me. Okay. The next thing is, really excited about these. These are colourful highlighters, but they're not like the very, primary colours. I like that they are a bunch of different kind of pastels and stuff. And I was actually planning on purchasing some of these because I like to highlight when I'm reading. I don't usually read, but I do read the Bible, or the New Testament, and then also, maybe some of you might not know this, but I live in Egypt, and I am also reading the Quran. I've read it twice now, but I want to keep reading it and learning it, because I like to understand other people's beliefs, and I like to understand the similarities and differences. I like to understand how to have conversations with people. It's a passion of mine. So I wanted to be able to have a different colour for different topics. In my Bible that's just trashed at this point, I've got highlighter and lines, and it's a mess. So I was trying to maybe be a bit more organised this time. Not organised, I want to be able to open it and find the themes, like topics. And yeah, I'd like to actually at some point get a new Bible and do that. I would really like to do that with different themes, because like sometimes there's a theme I'm studying or processing, trying to understand, asking God, what about this, and so when I read through the Bible, I will read it with that question in mind and kind of go through from the beginning to the end and like keep that question in mind, if that makes sense, and focus on that topic, or just like find where the places are that concept is talked about, if you will. So yeah, I wanted to kind of do it again with the new Bible in like an organized way, so I can just have that reference to quickly go through. I will say my Bible, I know it very well, like the marks and stuff, because it's very old, so I can find things quickly based on the random scribbles and stuff. But yeah, I think it would be nice to do that. And then yeah, I want to do that with a Quran, and it is a translation, don't worry. Muslims would typically not write in the Quran, but I do have friends that do that for studying purposes, and it's like a translation, I think, not the original. So mine's in English, which is a translation. So I've been told that is an okay thing to do by my Muslim friends. So yeah, I think for the trigger trail I'm gonna like line them up and like, I wanna like actually draw with them. Like I wanna put a sheet of paper and like have like make lines with each of the colours, but I also just wanna like line them up so you can hear that each little bump of each one. Does that say it says recycled? This is a company that they sell a lot of art supplies from in Egypt. A lot of the art supply shops are filled with this brand. I've never heard of it before. I'm guessing it is a European brand. There's a lot of languages on the back. Do you see all the different languages? That's pretty. The colours, I like it. go with these little guys. I also got some staples because I don't believe the stapler came with staples. And also, again, such a fun trigger trail item. And they're so pretty. They're like a rose gold colour. Oh my gosh. I want to make a line of them. I love ASMR. I love this stuff, man. I'm so thankful for you guys that you watch these videos, so that gives me that I get to keep doing ASMR. Thank you. It's so fun. It's so creative, and I love the different things you can do with it, the different sounds you can explore, and that it helps us all with our anxiety and OCD and depression. So, okay. So, I checked to make sure that this number matched my stapler number. And it did. Yeah, it says 24/6 here. I don't know if you can see that. So, hopefully I got the right size, but again, doesn't matter because I want to use it in the trigger trailer. Trigger trail. Okay. And then the last item, which I'm really excited about for the trigger trail, because I think this will sound really good. Do you guys know what this is? These are those it's the correction tape that you like put down on a paper, and you kind of like push it, and then you move it, and it like the tape or like the paper. Yeah, they call it tape, and like sticks as you move along, and it like leaves this trail. So I thought that'd be really good for a good sound and kind of movement in the trigger trail. It says 36. What does that mean? Here it says tape width is 5mm. Here's the 36 there. It just says 36 correction tape. Is that the brand? No, the brand is Nile. Beats me. I'm assuming it's the length, but it doesn't say that, so. But yeah, here's the picture. How you put it down and then you move it, and it just keeps this little tape stuck as you move it back. So yeah, applicable to copy paper, fax paper, etc. What? Applicable to copy paper, fax paper, etc. Copy paper and fax. I'm not going to try to understand that. Okay, you guys, so that's our little office supply and stationery haul for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was a bit relaxing. And I love you guys and hope to see you in the next video.